Okay, what we want to do today is we're going to explore the A minor pentatonic scale. We're going to look at the scale down here at the 7th fret. So if we look at the A minor pentatonic scale, pentatonic scale, this is A minor, so it'd be. So we start on 8A or 8E, 10, and then on A we go 7 and 10, and then D is 7 and 10, and then G is 7, 8, 9, and then we go to 8 and 10 on B, and 8 and 10 on E. So that's our pentatonic scale, minor pentatonic scale for A and this position. So let's go through that again. So 8, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 8, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10, right? Okay, so that's the pentatonic scale at the 7th fret, and that would be our D shape if we're using the CAGED system, C-A-G-E-D, because there's my D, and that's a D shape, and that's an A note right there. So I'm playing out of in the CAGED system, I'm using the D shape as for my A chord, and I'm playing out of that in the minor pentatonic. Okay, so minor pentatonic using the D chord as a reference, the D shape, the A chord is a D shape as a reference. So let's listen to a little bit of that and see how that works out. So let's listen to some A minor blues, and I'll play it using this shape, or this scale at this position a little bit. All right, so let's check that out. Okay, here we go. So we can hear that fits, that A minor pentatonic, using those notes right there, is A minor pentatonic for sure, and you can play it over an A minor blues. All right, now here's the really cool thing. We can use that same pattern. Okay, we can use that same pattern as the C pentatonic scale, major C pentatonic scale. So let me get that set up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're going to use that same pattern. Okay, that's going to be over a C chord. This is a C chord using an E shape. If we take the E shape, move it up to the 8th fret, that's a C chord using an E shape. So in this position, I can play C major pentatonic with the same pattern that I just played A minor pentatonic in. All right, it's the same pattern. So let's play this over C major pentatonic, which is like a country thing. So we're going to play this over some country backing track, and we'll hear how it sounds using the C major pentatonic scale. Okay, here we go. Okay, so isn't that cool? You can learn one pattern in one position and use it for a major pentatonic scale for one key and a minor pentatonic scale for another key. So right here with this pattern that we just picked up, That's A minor pentatonic if I play it over an A scale or an A chord sequence, or it's C major pentatonic if I play it over a C major sequence. So I can play like a blues type thing in A minor, or I can play happy blues, or I can play I'm sorry, A minor pentatonic if I'm playing over an A chord sequence, or if I'm playing over a C chord sequence, that becomes a major pentatonic, which is more like country stuff. Okay, so you're using one pattern, one scale, but it becomes either a C minor pentatonic, or a C major pentatonic, depending on what chords you're playing over or behind that particular sequence. Pretty cool. So you learn one pattern, and you get two different types: blues, a minor blues, or a major country sound. Pretty neat. Okay, let's now look at using the same pattern over two different chord progressions to either get a minor pentatonic scale or a major pentatonic scale using the exact same patterns. Okay, this is going to be an A minor pentatonic at this position here. So let's look at our notes. So we got open E, E3, open A, A3, open D, D2, open G, G2, okay, 1, B1, B3, open E, open E, and E3. So again, okay. Sorry. Okay. I'll get it right in a minute. Here it is. Okay, so that's our pattern. And now we're going to play over an A minor backing track, and we'll see if this fits an A minor blues pentatonic scale. So let's try this. So it does. It fits over an A minor backing track. So again, those notes. That pentatonic scale right there can be used for an A minor over A minor blues. Okay, now we'll come back in just a second and we'll show you how we can use the same pattern. All right, the same pattern over C becomes major pentatonic. So let's take a second. Let me get that set up, and we'll come back and show you how that works. Okay, now we're going to play the same scale. Same scale over a C backing track becomes a C major scale and can be used again for country. So let's see how this works over a C major backing track and what it sounds like. Okay, so it works. So again, what we've done is we've taken one pattern. Okay, and we played it over an A minor backing track, so it became an A minor pentatonic. If we played it over a C backing track, it becomes a C major pentatonic. So you can learn one pattern and play A blues, A minor blues, or C major country licks over it using that same pattern. All right, that's pretty cool.